Welcome back. In this video we are going to learn about eigenvalues and eigenvectors. This is module 5 of unit 2 of our linear algebra and differential calculus values. If A is a singular matrix, that means det of A equal to 0, then at least one of the eigenvalue is 0. It may be 2 eigenvalues or more than 2 or 0, but at least one eigenvalue must be 0 whenever A is a singular matrix. Because we have one more property of this eigenvalues and eigenvectors, that is the product of the eigenvalues is equal to det of A. So when a product is equal to det of A, if det of A is 0, then the product of eigenvalues is 0. That means at least one of the corresponding eigenvalue is 0. Like the same, sum of the eigenvalues is equal to the trace of A. What is meaning of trace of A is sum of the diagonal elements. So trace of A is equal to sum of the eigenvalues lambda 1 plus lambda 2 plus and so on lambda n. Then if any matrix A is any matrix, a triangular matrix, maybe lower triangular or upper triangular, then the diagonal elements will become the eigenvalues. Then the diagonal elements of this lower or upper triangular matrix are eigenvalues. So if eigenvalues of matrix A are distinct, so we have so many cases, maybe real, distinct, real, repeated, complex. In such case, if eigenvalues are real and distinct, all the eigenvalues are distinct, then the corresponding eigenvectors are linearly independent. Then the eigenvalues of an orthogonal matrix are real or complex, but this absolute value is always equal to 1. So this is the property of orthogonal matrix. So where we have seen in unit 1 the types of matrix, Hermitian, skew Hermitian, where we have seen so here if Hermitian matrix is there, then the eigenvalues of Hermitian matrix are always real. The eigenvalues of real symmetric matrix are always real. So the eigenvectors of Hermitian matrix are orthogonal. So we have seen what is orthogonal. The dot product of any two vectors is 0 and length of each vector is 1. If it is not 1, then we can divide with its length, we can make it as 1. So orthogonal. So we will see how to do problems basing on these properties with some example. Look at, if A is any 2 by 2 matrix, maybe it is 3 by 3. If 3 by 3, it has 3 eigenvalues. 2 by 2, 2. 4 is the number of eigenvalues increases, but the properties are same, does not change. Then lambda equal to 4 and lambda equal to 6 are eigenvalues of some square matrix. What is square matrix is not given. So we can find the square matrix if you know the eigenvalues and corresponding eigenvectors. By using spectral decomposition, I can find what is the matrix here. That we will see in next unit. At this moment, he given some arbitrary matrix, its eigenvalues. Now I want to find the eigenvalue of A transpose. I don't know what is A, how I can find A transpose eigenvalue. But here, using the property, so the property is here. Look at we have seen properties. Property number 4. Look at the eigenvalues of A and A transpose are equal. So using this property, I can say that here the eigen values of this A transpose is again 4 and 6. The eigenvalues of A inverse, look at the property number 2. If lambda 1, lambda 2 are eigenvalues of A, 1 by lambda 1, 1 by lambda 2 are eigenvalues of A inverse. So here, according to this property, the eigenvalues will become 1 by 4 and 1 by 6. Then what are the eigenvalues of Ka, where K is minus 1 by 2? Now look at the property number 1. If Ka is the matrix, then corresponding eigenvectors are K lambda 1, K lambda 2 and so on. According to that property, I can say here minus 1 by 2 into 4, that is minus 2 comma minus 3 are the eigenvalues of this new matrix Ka, that is B. What are eigenvalues of A square? The eigenvalues of A square is equal to, look at property number 3, A square eigenvalues are lambda square, lambda 2 square and so on. Therefore, according to this, the eigenvalues now will become 4 square and 6 square, that is 16 and 36. What are eigenvalues of A plus Ki and A minus Ki? So, if lambda is eigenvalue of a matrix, then A plus or minus Ki is any new matrix, then lambda plus or minus K is the corresponding eigenvalue. That means here 4 is the eigenvalue, 4 plus 2 equal to 6, and 6 is the eigenvalue, 6 plus 2 equal to 8. 6 comma 8 are the new eigenvalues for this K plus A plus Ki, that is A plus 2i. Then what are the eigenvalues of A minus I? The eigenvalues of A minus I is 4 minus 1, 6 minus 1, that is 3 and 5. So this is the way we can find the corresponding eigenvalues, where the eigenvectors changes. You need to find the eigenvector in each case where we cannot find like this. So we will see with one more example. Find the eigenvalues of A square, A inverse and A plus 4a if A is equal to this one. To find these eigenvalues, no need to find A square, A inverse and this matrix. First I will find the eigenvalues of this. We know how to find, this is the characteristic equation equating to 0, this is the roots of the equation. Then 1, 3 are eigenvalues. Then what are the eigenvalues of A square? 1 square and 3 square, that is 1 comma 9. The eigenvalues of A inverse are 1 comma 1 by 3. The eigenvalues of A plus 4i, 1 plus 4, 5 comma 3 plus 4, 7. So this is the way simply we can find the corresponding eigenvectors without composing the required matrix. Find the sum and product of the eigenvalues. So here I need to write a characteristic equation, and then I need to find the eigenvalues where the sum and product. But recollect the property, the sum of the eigenvalues is equal to trace of A, that means sum of the diagonals, minus 3 plus 4 plus 2, that is 3. The product of eigenvalues is the det of this A. We know how to find det of A, that is 1. So here without calculating the eigenvalues and eigenvectors, I got the sum and product. So this is some useful properties of eigenvalues and eigenvectors. But now we are going to look at actually the applications of these eigenvalues and eigenvectors. This is some matrix here. I am going to find the eigenvalues and eigenvectors of this matrix here. How to find, we have seen in last classes. Now characteristic equation equated to 0, these are the eigenvalues. These are corresponding eigenvectors. Now look at here, I am writing the model matrix. What is model matrix? x1 is the first eigenvector, x2 is second eigenvector, x3 is third eigenvector. I am writing these eigenvectors as columns, column vectors. So if I am writing this as column vectors, then observe that one interesting application here. P is the model matrix, these are the column vectors. I am removing this arbitrary constant, we are writing only the base vector, right. Now I am going to multiplying A into P. This is A is the original transformed original given operator. This is P is the model matrix, these are the eigenvectors of this matrix. Now A into P is equal to, we know how to multiply the two matrices, 1 into minus 3 like this, then I got this is the matrix. So now here observe one interesting thing. I am writing this matrix as minus 3 into minus 1, that is 3, 1 into minus 1, 0 into minus 1. So how I am writing this one? Look at, this is the x1 vector. So Ax is equal to lambda x, or Ax1, this is the first column is the x1, A into x1 is equal to lambda x1, the first column of this resultant matrix. So this is the lambda, this is the corresponding eigenvalue. So lambda x1. This is second column. This second column I am writing as, look at what is second column here, 3, 3 minus 12, I am writing as 1 into 3, 1 into 3 minus 4 into 3. So this 1, 1 minus 4 is the eigenvector, second eigenvector. Look at here, this is given. This is 1, 1 minus 4 is the second eigenvector. So this second eigenvector into the corresponding eigenvalue, 3 is the eigenvalue. 2, 1, 0 is the eigenvector into the corresponding eigenvalue is 4. So this A into P I am rewriting as like this. Now I am writing this as product of two matrices. The first matrix is model matrix P, which contains the eigenvectors, into the second matrix is a diagonal matrix, where the product of this diagonal into this into diagonal is this resultant AP matrix. What is this diagonal matrix? The first element is eigenvalue 0, 0, in second column 3 is the eigenvalue, in third column the diagonal element 4 is the eigenvalue, where the diagonal elements as eigenvalues. I am writing this is in a particular order, where this is the first eigenvector, the first column is first eigenvector, therefore in first column the first eigenvalue, the remaining element 0. In second column the second diagonal element as eigenvalue, remaining element 0. In third column a diagonal element plus eigenvalue, the remaining elements are 0. This is the order, first eigenvalue, second eigenvector, third eigenvector, first eigenvalue, second eigenvalue, third. You can change this order, no problem, but if you are writing 2, 1, 0 vector as first column, then you should write 4, 0, 0 is the first column of this diagonal matrix. So corresponding eigenvector, you should write the corresponding eigenvalue, otherwise it will become give some different results. So now A into P, what I am doing here, A into P is equal to P into D. So I got this relation. This is true for all matrices, not only this one. This is an example where all the matrix will satisfy this condition if it exists eigenvectors. So this is very clear. All the operators does not have eigenvectors, that we have seen in last classes. If exist, then definitely A into P is equal to P into D. I am multiplying both sides with P inverse, and P inverse AP equal to P inverse into P into D, then P inverse into P is I. So D equal to P inverse AP. D is the diagonal matrix with the diagonal elements as eigenvalues.